like Tim was finding a groove. It wasn't a lot of shots landed, but he found like he had his rhythm a little bit. Um, looks like
You think that he was like? You think that it was looking like it could get worse for
no,
Fundora if it was
no.
going at that rate?
After the first round, they was like, "Ooh, he might stop him." My boy had money on Fundora, and he's like, "Man, he might get stopped." I'm like, "Bro, relax. Fundora gonna get in this fight." Um, so I actually had Fundora winning the fight because I such a fucking difficult style on 12 days notice to deal with. Like a tall person, you didn't spar for nobody that big.
Man, if that cut didn't happen, you was
I think
losing
we
your
could say a
breath.
million things, but that's boxing. Cuts
Yep.
have, you know what I mean?
So rematch happens. What happens?
And maybe the
I
same.
know you can make adjustments. I know. But go ahead.
I think that if a rematch happens,
Yeah.
um, I think that Fandora still can win. It's a 50-50 fight from the jump, though. Like a 50-50 fight because we dealing with guys 6'5" and that can fight the way that Fandora can fight. It's a 50-50 fight. You're trying to clip him. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're going off. Like, yeah, the fight would have been different because he would have clipped him.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Fandora chin would have held up. And then what?
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like kind of like how Paul Williams was. Remember how Paul Williams, like you almost had to knock him out to win. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Fundora, he's good, but the only person that ever stopped Fundora was Brian Mendoza, and Brian Mendoza was losing that fight. So I mean, it's not an easy fight for nobody. He's a real guy, and he's getting better. And you see him using his range a little bit, using the jab. He was coming around. He looked improved. He took the
He
shots
did.
well. Wasn't gun shy. So I mean, it's a harder fight. When the guy gets a belt, he gets a different kind of confidence too.
You think he improved because he kept tapping that cut?
Well, that's what you do in a fight. When something is working, you keep working it, and something is affecting the person. You keep
That
working.
was a question,
It's
Kyron. Do you think he was
fuck.
good
Like,
because of it?
the cut probably helped. I'm pretty sure the cut helped. I'm not saying that it didn't, but it wasn't like a illegal blow that messed the cut up. It was Tim being inside underneath his elbow and scraping up and hit and scraping his in an awkward position. It was
Yeah.
it was a fucking fight though. That's what fucking happens, you know. That's part of his body style. He's not gonna get head butted. See how
Mm-hmm.
tall he is. That's not gonna happen to him. You know, so it's part of the fucking game. You know, it was part of the game. If it was me, I would have just. If I was Tim Tszyu, I would have fought Kyrone Davis instead of fighting the tall um Fundora. I would have been like, you know what, we could fight this guy. He's not that tall, and we can. Yeah, that would have been great.
Yo, that could have changed the game. What?
Yeah.
So now that you said that, right? First of all, I seen that Jackie mentioned. Did you even get paid for the fight?
Um,
For being a professional and trying to at least make the weight, or you needed to step on the scale?
PBC, they figured it out.
Okay. Um. Now, as far as say, if they did make that decision and said, "Nah, I ain't fighting this giant. I'm gonna fight Chiron."
Listen,
Instant.
so Breadman got a call, and it was one. It was part of the conversation. So
So that could have happened.
it was just part. It was something that was thrown out there.
Mm. Um, that would have been crazy. Do you think people would have complained that you
Yeah,
got the shot?
yeah, definitely. They complained when Fedora got a shot. They would have complained about anybody getting a shot because they wanted Thurman was the guy that was supposed to fight. They gonna boxing fans complain. Boxing fans do, and then when upsets happen, champions are born, and then people act like they knew all along.
Damn, you think they would have been more mad that you got the shot, or more mad that he got the shot because he got knocked out
I don't really know. Um,
and he was winning.
People that don't know boxing would have been upset. people in
Yeah.
the game like, oh, this is a fight. So